good?
It's the one you got the home delivery from that once.
Who's that?
Oh, great. When I was at St. Andrew. You got some meat home delivered a couple of times.
Did I?
Yeah. I mentioned them a couple of weeks ago when you're looking for stuff.
Not the Tender Butchery at Hornsby.
No, it was this one up here.
Might have. I don't remember. I've tried lots of things. Yeah, imagine just having a sort of an opaque glass divider between you and your neighbour.
Hmm.
I think I like it. No cola, gourmet chicken.
It's good. We're dominated, isn't it?
I don't know what it's called.
Pizza Hut's now a car wash.
Oh, Rupert Street. That'd be nice. Yes.
There's the street just around the corner here. Is where Mel Gibson grew up. That one.
The Judson Allens.
School zone ahead.
More Judson Allens going in too. Look at that poor house there. God, mate, you'd sell up, wouldn't you?
He was probably trying to hang out for more money.
Yeah, and then you get landlocked and you're screwed.
Yeah.
Remember that's what Deb was worried about, because her house was in the middle of a row of 5 or 6 or whatever it was, and the guy either side of her was balking at it, and she's going, mate, we're going to be left here. You know, someone will buy the ones either side and we'll just be left here. In the end, they ended up signing a contract. And a lot of them were old people who'd been there 50 years and, you know, are frightened.
Wow.
I remember thinking Asquith was quite a classy place to live. I'm not sure if it is.
No.
It just sounds it. Gosh, there's not much between Asquith and Hornsby, is there?
They're adjoining suburbs.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like Asquith is very big.
It sort of goes back that way more. Turn Booze, you see, they used to be the Department of Maritime Water for ages. Go get your boat licence.
Oh, I know where I am. This is down the street that runs to